Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Morgan Sports Network. We are at Morgan High School where the Ben Lomond Scots are facing the Trojans of Morgan High. This is the JV game. Today is Thursday, September 22nd. There's a sustained 15-mile-an-hour wind up on the crow's nest. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud. The skies are blue, birds are chirping, fish are jumping up out of the Weber River onto the sidewalk. People are just picking them up. That's how nice of a day it is here in Morgan. We welcome those of you who have joined us from around the corner or around the globe. I'm Tyler Quigley. I'll be joined momentarily by David Halls. Our main camera operator today is PJ Williams. Jackson Flinton is our field camera operator. Sam Halls is also doing one of our main cameras. Mike Despain is our executive producer. David Halls is our other producer and color commentator. He's doing it all. He's a man of many talents. He's also the founder of our website, which we hope you, if you're listening to this, you went to the website. You can go to our website, morgansportsnetwork.com, to find pictures of past games. There's picture albums from many different sports, from the Morgan mountain bike team, girls tennis, girls soccer, and many others. David, how are you?
Doing great. Thanks, Tyler. A little bit like normal. It's a little crazy up here getting set up at Morgan Sports Network. It feels like every time is the first time.
That is correct. But we're here, we're live, and we're loving it. 3 minutes and 36 seconds until kickoff. The Scots have traveled up Weber Canyon. They're wearing their red pants, white jerseys, blue helmets, light blue numbers with red outline. The Trojans are in their maroon uniforms with their maroon helmets, number on the left, Trojan sticker on the right, white numbers. Should be a good game. Last night, we'll get into this here in a minute, but last night we were here for a freshman game. Normally the freshmen would play on the same day as the JV, but it was a special circumstance where Ben Lomond did not have a freshman team, so the coaches worked a deal with Kearns High School from Salt Lake, and they came up with their sophomore team and played the Trojan freshman team. The Morgan Trojans were victorious in that game. They 49-15. They got down 7-0 in the first quarter and then just took it from there. They really exploded in the second quarter, scoring multiple touchdowns, and there was some really neat plays. We'll have a chance to talk a little bit more about that throughout our broadcast today. Tomorrow's interesting, where the varsity team will go to Ben Lomond, to the Scots campus, and play on their turf field. They're, all of the Trojan football teams, freshman, JV, varsity, are all undefeated right now, so it's kind of an exciting time. Varsity is 6-0, freshman 6-0, JV 5-0. We'll see what happens here in this game.
Yeah, it's been a great season for Morgan football. I don't think anybody's surprised that the teams are doing well. We've had great programs in years past, but at the same time, it's been good to see the guys rise up and continue the traditions of the former years.
Rise up. That's some old Cougar talk.
Oh, did I say something? I didn't intend to do that. I apologize.
Okay, hey, I was at the Cougars game on Saturday, so
Yeah, again, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, hey, made your Pac-12 look good.
That's really what I was after.
Last night, the freshman boys played the Cougars, the Kearns Cougars, and their colors were the same colors that the Oregon Ducks wear. So they were wearing Duck colors with the Cougars. Here's the captains going out onto center field. We have number 63, Caden Dirks. Number 64, Major Niederhauser. He's one of our assistants during basketball season. Number 67, Trayson Rich, is a team captain for the Trojans. And number 51, Nick Priest. We don't have a roster for Ben Lomond, so we apologize in advance for that, but they're exchanging their pleasantries there at midfield. The official is explaining things. We're getting Jackson is going down to get some close-up footage of this coin toss. We'll see what he comes up with here. This is Jackson Flitton on the camera. Does he have sound on his, Dave? Okay, no sound on that. We'll walk you through what happens here. The official is explaining what a coin toss is, how it works.
Probably also reminding him about good sportsmanship and to enjoy the game.
I'm looking forward to tonight. I think it's going to be a fun game. The Morgan field looks excellent. We're at the end of, actually yesterday was the first day of fall, Dave, so the field is still green. We got a ton of water yesterday.
We really did. It feels like the first day of fall. I mean, all of a sudden, 2 weeks ago up here, this same time of the afternoon, we were cooking, but today you can feel that cool fall air.
Some leaves are changing up in the hills. Getting ready for the flip. Still talking to the players. Coaches are there as well. Coin is out. Who calls the toss? Looks like Ben Lomond is making the call.
Not really sure the pattern there. That was a circle I've never stood in before.
I've never been there either. He's talking to Morgan, so we'll see what they've...
Is that Kira Birkeland down there?
She is an official. Is she doing today's game?
It looks like, can't tell for sure.
Okay,
If so, if so, that's the mother of Noah Birkeland, one of our freshman players.
Number 85. One of my neighbors.
Yeah.
Morgan won the toss. They will receive. Ben Lomond will go from south to north. The wind is kind of coming, at least up here on the top of the press box, is going from west to east. A little bit from south to north, maybe.
Yeah, it is a windy one today. It'll definitely have an impact on the gameplay.
You look at the trees over there along the Weber River, those tall cottonwoods, the tops of them are really moving.
That's right. Holding my monitors down here, trying to make sure we don't have any problems.
Back to receive for the Trojans are number 10, Jack Despain, and number 83, Caleb Anderson. Minute quarters. Ball will be kicked from the 40-yard line. And we're underway. Ball is kicked on the ground, fielded at the 24-yard line. That was number 52, Carter Mibus, with the return. The down markers across the field, David, are yellow today. I've not seen that before. I broke into the archives for those.
Yeah, I wonder where those came from. I wonder if they couldn't get to the normal set of sticks.
Quarterback for the Trojans is Beck Sheffield. He wears number 2. Hands off the ball initially. The runner's out to the 45, across to the 50. He could go. He's Drew Korth. And he He gets clear down to the Scots 30-yard line.
Great run there.
32-yard run for fourth.
Sets the Morgan Trojans up for some early momentum.
Not surprised they're keeping it on the ground a little bit here with the wind, but Beck definitely has the arm to throw through this wind, no problem. Christian Nunez is one of the receivers. Again, handoff to Korth, gets some blocks, and picks up another Trojan first down, or close to. 9-yard gain, down to the 21-yard line of the Scots. Number 31, Drew Korth. His brother Will Korth was the varsity running back last season, signed to wrestle at Snow College. Drew is a state champion wrestler in addition to his football playing. Sheffield in shotgun, fakes the handoff, rolls right, looks to the end zone, throws over the head of Despain. And the brother of Nick Despain, the cousin of Cade Randall, the freshman quarterback. That's the first pass attempt of the game. I don't know if the wind caught that a little bit. It did sail. It looks like, I feel like the Trojans are going into the wind here, but it's kind of swirling. Third and 1. Hand off to Galbraith. Gets the Trojan first down. Picks up 5. Crew Galbraith, number 26. The Trojans are now in the Mountain Green Dental Maroon Zone, sponsored by Ben Clark and his friendly staff. They're accepting new patients in Mountain Green, mountaingreendental.com. First and 10, ball on the 16-yard line. Here's Sheffield. Tucks it and runs up the middle. Breaks some ankles. He's still going. Cuts up the middle. Somersaults down to about the 6-yard line. 10-yard run there. Well, 9-yard. I keep rounding up to 10, but that was 9. 9-yard run there for Beck.
Great run there as they continue to drive down the field looking for an early score here.
Number 89, Tate Steele, the man of steel, has entered the game at tight end. Watch him closely. Number 80, Boston Zach, is at wide receiver on the far side. Here's a handoff, flag on the play. False start on the Trojans. First penalty flag of the game. That brings the ball still in the maroon zone. Ball now on the 12-yard line. That handoff was to number 30, Miller Beardall, but that was negated by the false start. Drew Korth is behind Sheffield. Fakes the handoff to Korth, throws out, tucks it, throws it to Steele. He has it, and he's in for a Trojan touchdown. Sheffield to Steele, the man of steel, for 6.
Great little play there, and Steele got himself open and just rolled on into the end zone.
Early score there, 9 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Morgan up 6-0. They seem to move the ball fairly easily down the field there, Dave.
Yeah, it seems like it. I think the Trojans have a lot of confidence. I think they know exactly what they're going to do on these opening drives, and they're executing according to the plan.
Are the plays pre-scripted, kind of going in for the opening drive and such?
It depends on the game, but a lot of times that opening package is kind of known and set up.
Sheffield holds, and the kick is up and good by number 80, Boston Zach. And with that, 9:17 to go in the opening quarter. Morgan 7, Ben Lomond 0. I'd like to thank some of the sponsors of the Morgan Sports Network. We appreciate them. Without their support, we would not be able to do what we do and bring you this. We just would like to mention that we are a privately owned company, not affiliated with the high school. We highlight the athletes of Morgan County not only at the high school but otherwise. We appreciate Academy Mortgage, your first choice home loan lender, Brett Mills. He sponsors our player of the game. They will get the player of the game will receive a certificate from Academy Mortgage and the Morgan Sports Network, along with a player of the game sticker. Benjamin Brown with Cornerstone Real Estate. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, Benjamin will help you navigate the process. He's our social media sponsor. He is an alumni of Ben Lomond High School. I'm going to give you a little later, Dave, some other notable alumni from Ben Lomond. We'll start, though, with Ben Brown.
That's right. Yeah, I just learned that he attended Ben Lomond last week. He told me that.
Jack Despain with a wonderful kick into the end zone. That could be his best kickoff of the season, Jack Despain.
That was a great kick.
Number 45, Maverick Guyman was in on that play. Number 67 has entered the game, Trayson Rich. He's a defensive lineman. Tate Steele is in. Number 51, Nick Priest, team captain, in the game. At safety, we have number 13, Bo Spence. He's tall. How tall is Spence?
Bo, I don't know how tall he is. He's definitely over 6. He's always seemed tall to my younger boys who have always looked up to him as like a proxy older brother.
He's got some tall brothers. Here's Ben Lomond's opening drive, 1st and 10 on the 20. Quarterback number 8 drops back under pressure, throws the ball. Covered by number 27 of the Trojans, Ryder Waldron there. Pass was incomplete. Cheerleaders are here. It's fun. We have a good crowd below us here. We're up on the top of the press box. PJ Williams is doing our main camera. Sam Halls is on the secondary camera. 2nd and 10 for the Scots. Quarterback in shotgun. Low snap, pitches it back. Runner is hit and dropped after a 3 or 4 yard gain. Nice little play there by the Scots. Hit initially by, they're about as far as they can get from us, but I think Abe Anderton was in on the tackle there. Number 27, Ryder Waldron, was also involved. Number 32 is out there on defense, Rhett Barker. He had an interception last week. Number 83, Caleb Anderson, is playing on one of the safety. Number 36, Eric Brenchley, is on the other side for the Trojans at safety. Here's quarterback, drops back, rolls right, throws deep. Overthrows his man. Had a couple steps there on him, but couldn't connect. Good coverage by Brenchley. Fourth down, 6 yards to go. For the Scots, are they going for it here, David? This is no one back to receive if it is a punt, and it is a quick punt here by the quarterback. Takes a Scots bounce. The 28-yard line of the Trojans, where they will take over 1st and 10. Lane Henderson is on the offensive line for the Trojans, along with number 58, Max Mueller. Number 88, Ben Russell, is a wide receiver, with Jack Despain in the slot and Christian Nunez on the far side with Crew Galbraith. Empty backfield for the Trojans. Ball on the Trojans' 28-yard line. Pass complete. And close to a Trojan first down. That was Ben Russell with the catch.
Ben getting a little love from the student section over here.
9-yard gain there for the Trojans. Brings up 2nd and 1. Number 56, Tristan Nilsson is in the game for the Trojans. Here's Sheffield. Hard count. Scots didn't bite. New play from the sideline. Check wristband. Galbraith is behind Sheffield. Pass out. Complete to Despain. He has the first down. And a 5-yard gain.
Nice little route there and connection.
Clock is rolling. The Trojans do not huddle. They call the plays from the line, look at their wristbands. Sometimes the player will bring in the play to Sheffield, but 3 receivers on the near side, 2 on the far side. Empty backfield. Sheffield throws. He's going for it all. Overthrows his receiver. That was intended for Despain. 5th passing play for the Trojans. They've done 4 running plays and 5 passing plays. 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 42-yard line. Austin Zach is on the near side at wide receiver. Luke Wheeler is in the game in the slot. Handoff. Small gain on the play. 1-yard loss for Korth there. 3rd and 11. Abe Anderson. Sorry, number 38, Abe Anderton is in at wide receiver now. Here's the snap. Sheffield's in the pocket, throws across the middle, has Zach. It's complete, and he will go. Boston Zach, touchdown Trojans. 59-yard touchdown for the Trojans.
Got over the top of the corner and made it an easy play. There was one of the players there from Ben Lomond, almost got him by his shoelace.
I'm sorry, that was Ben Russell.
Ben Russell, number 88. And,
sorry, Ben.
And but put the Jets on there to finish it out.
Just over 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Extra point by Zach is good. Sometimes those numbers, when they get crunched up on their uniforms, it's hard to tell the difference between the 0 and the 8. So my bad there.
It is, and 6s and 8s are a challenge as well.
Let's look at who's in on the kickoff. Ryler Jorgensen is in. He's number 29. Number 73, Jack Whitmer is in the game. Number 45, Maverick Guyman. Number 10, Jack Despain. He will do the kicking honors. They're getting some instructions from their coaches. Morgan up 14-0. We're in the first quarter. Number 32, Rhett Barker is in. Number 83, Caleb Anderson. Number 30, Miller Beardall. He's on the sideline closest to the team. On the far side there is Anderson. Number 36, Eric Brenchley. Rico is his nickname. My neighbor.
Where does Rico come from? Is that a Napoleon Dynamite?
No.
No.
But that reminds me of something I saw on the internet yesterday. But I tell you about, kick is down to the 25-yard line. I saw someone put Uncle Rico's head on the Dallas Cowboys player as he was introduced by Jerry Jones as their new quarterback. And they had it dubbed in. It was funny.
That's awesome.
So, all right, Scots take over. It was on the 26-yard line where they take over. Number 39, Bridger Ostrander, is in at linebacker, along with number 52, Carter Mibus. Was a player of the game last game. I have your certificate here, Carter. Low snap, pitched back, cuts up the middle, met by a lot of different Trojan players there. First on scene was number 52, Carter Mibus. 5-yard loss. The Scots huddle. They bring a play in from the sideline. They're wearing their red pants, white jerseys with light blue numbers trimmed in red, light blue helmets with a white stripe. Neat logo on their helmet. Scots logo. Flags in.
Guessing that's a false start on the offense. Yep, sure enough.
The first penalty on the Scots. That's going to bring up 2nd and 20. Approximately. Maybe 19, 18. A long way, let's just say that. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think a long way feels appropriate. About 18 yards, I guess.
Trojans show blitz, and they sack the quarterback. Number 38, Abe Anderton, linebacker, quarterback sack. Or was that Bridger? The 8 and the 9 are looking the same to me now, too. I've got some problems, Dave.
Yeah, and I'm not much help to you. Here I'm doing my best trying to run production and commentate at the same time, and it feels like I'm failing at both.
You're doing great at both. So this is a true 3rd and long from the dirt spot here for the Scots.
See if they can put something together here, drive some yards.
Almost 30 yards to go here for the first down. Quarterback drops back, he steps into the pocket, he's under pressure, throws the ball, has his man complete for a nice 20-yard pickup there.
This is a great play, great route. The quarterback timed that very, very well, and great reception there. Not quite enough for the first down, though. Of course, they've got about 7 to go, it looks like.
Number 43, Riker Field, is in for the Trojans. Despain back to receive. Up short there is Christian Nunez, number 15. And then also back to receive is number 27, Ryder Waldron. He's a junior.
On that first punt that the Scots did, the kicker was quite close to the O-line.
He was. And the same thing.
Yeah.
Kicks it away from the return man. Waldron has it at the 40, 50, 45, 40, has some blockers. He could go, he's in the 30, 20 cuts in and gets down into the Mountain Green Dental Maroon zone, down to the 15-yard line. 45-yard punt return there for Waldron. Does he want a bacon bomb? Is he feeling bacon?
Everybody's feeling bacon.
At the conclusion of today's game, we will choose 3 most outstanding players from the Trojans. One will receive a bacon bomb from Bingham's Custom Meats. The other will receive a certificate for a free car wash from Morty's Car Wash in South Weber, owned by Morgan County resident Scott Mortensen. Trojans have the ball, 1st and 10 on the Scots 15-yard line. Here's Sheffield, tucks the ball. He has a lot of field to work with. Picks up 5. Good tackle there by number 1 on the Scots. Sheffield has run the ball twice, once for 9 yards and once for 5.
He's doing a great job today on the ground, moving the team forward.
Just under 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Korth is behind Sheffield now. Nunez and Despain on this side. Hand off to Korth. Cuts up the middle. Carries the pile with him. Not enough for a first down, but his forward momentum gives him 3 yards. That's his 4th run. His first run was 32 yards, then 9, then he lost a yard and picked up 3 there. Third down for the Trojans, 3rd and short. Sheffield back, pass across the field, complete. It's going to be close to a first down. The pass was to Luke Wheeler, number 85. The brother of Ty Wheeler and Ethan Wheeler and Emery Wheeler and many others.
I think that
I'll give you his family history here.
yeah, I think that
Is that enough said?
I think Luke's done a great job. He's played receiver, I think, his whole life, and continues that tradition. I know that he
Interception by the Scots in the end zone.
I know that Luke had considered, playing maybe defense like his brother has done, but decided to focus on offense, and he does a great job there.
Well, good play there by the Scots. Looked like a timing pattern there for the Trojans, and when the receiver turned around, the ball was right in the hands of the defense. I think Beck would like to have that one back, but all right.
Yep.
Number 26, Crew Galbraith is in, middle linebacker, who is going to the side. Waldron is on the far side on defense. And Caleb Anderson is at safety. 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Hand off to number 6. Takes the long way around, has right in front of his team bench, and run out of bounds, 8-yard gain.
Yeah, it looks like the Scots are trying to turn a little these positive plays into some energy and some momentum.
There's been a lot of passing. This first quarter feels like it's lasted a lot longer than 12 minutes.
Yeah, it does. Maybe it's just because we're up here in a hurricane force wind.
I know. I'm trying to hold my papers down so I can see who's who. 2nd and 1 for the Scots. Quarterback keeps the ball and spins around, has the first down. Never did go down.
Just got him on the forward progress there.
First down. We'll be posting some pictures from today's game that will be taken. They're taken by a couple of our team members. Mike Despain is on the sideline taking some pictures along with Jake Haywood. An equipment malfunction here. Yep, shoes untied. Stop the clock. We'll get that fixed here. Bingham's Custom Meats is your hometown butcher shop with a wide selection of quality cuts and great customer service. Let them help meet your needs. They have the Bingham's Bacon Bomb, which we give to the player of the game. They are explosive with flavor. It's meat wrapped in bacon. Interception by the Trojans, and he is gone. There's a pick 6 for the Morgan Trojans. Number 38, Abe Anderton with the interception.
What a great play. He read that quarterback as soon as he started making his decision, and there you go. Took it to the pay dirt. Trojans will reset themselves here for a PAT.
Austin Zach is the kicker. He wears number 80. He was our player of the game last week. He received a certificate signed by Morgan Sports Network. Kick is good, and a sticker for his water bottle. 1:35 to go in the opening quarter. Morgan up 21-0. My friend Daniel Mudreau, David, has been predicting Morgan games for a number of years, and he is rarely wrong. Hello, Daniel. Hope you're enjoying today's broadcast. He lives on Island Road, and he is a Morgan sports expert. He has predicted today's final score of 52-0.
You know, he sometimes gets a little aggressive in those predictions and then ends up being very accurately close. And so I think it's pretty fun. Sometimes I look at his predictions and I'm like, wow. And then it comes true.
It does.
So
Melissa and I had a great visit with Daniel the other day. We stopped by and brought him his Morgan Sports Network hat and T-shirt.
So
He's
what?
a valuable member of our team.
What color hat did he choose?
He chose the one that I gave him, which was white, the same one you're wearing today.
Oh, that's a great hat. Good choice, Daniel.
White camo. Despain's kick falls at the 7-yard line, picked up. Carter Mybus with a big hit, and then finished off by his fellow teammates there. 1:37 to go. Scots take over on the 7-yard line. That was a nice kick by Jack. If you figure that ball stopped right on the 7, so he had to run it back.
That's right. Puts the runner in that situation where they've got to try and make progress. Obviously, the Trojans were down and surrounded, and he only got just a few yards.
Watch Tate Steele, number 89 on this play. He's the man of steel. He's from Mountain Green. Quarterback calls for the ball. Low snap. Handoff. Tackled by none other than Tate Steele, the man of steel. Oh, then he helped him out. Good job, Tate. Good sportsmanship there by the Trojans.
I remember as a young man watching football, the college boys, I used to always love, it didn't happen very often, but I used to love watching opposing team members help each other off the ground. Thought it was always a good gesture and showed that even though they are fierce, they also love the sport and love being able to play against each other.
Yeah. Tomorrow, Dave, you and I will be on the call from Ben Lomond. We can talk more about this tomorrow too, but this summer we hosted a 3A North Media Day and Combine at Morgan High, where we fed the 6 teams, 5 players and 2 coaches from each team lunch. Got to know everyone, and then did some team building exercises and had some combine events, which was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and I think it's good for the boys to get to know each other outside of the field.
Here's the quarterback. He's under pressure, knocked down by Steele. Yeah, I agree, and when you mentioned that he helped him up, that's what made me think of that. And the combine was fun. We'll have more of the names of the players that participated from Ben Lomond and Morgan tomorrow night at the varsity game. They were varsity players, and there was some Ben Lomond boys that won some hardware.
Yeah, they really did well, and it was fun to get to know the boys. I mean, usually we only see them with the helmet on and padded up, and that day they were just themselves, and they were maybe a little bit awkward with each other at first across teams, but within just a few minutes, felt like they got to know each other and came together. It was fun.
Maybe during halftime we'll show a picture that we took of all of the players. They all have their jerseys on. We got a picture on the field here at Morgan Field for them. 3rd down and long for the Scots. Pass across, intercepted by the Trojans, and then out and fumbled, and then recovered. Flag on the play. Who intercepted that, Dave?
I didn't see.
We're going to be looking at a PI here.
Yeah, I wonder if that one, we'll see what the white hat says here.
Defensive holding.
So which defense? So we had an offense and then a defense and then an offense.
Yes, yes, and yes. But it looks like it was on the team that wears maroon.
All right, well, so that one's going to be a do-over.
That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot.
With the first down.
And the first down. So that's really negates a turnover, and they get a 20-yard gain. So big penalty there for the Trojans.
That's right.
Their second penalty of the game. First one was a 5-yarder. That one was 10. Felt like a lot more, though. Pitch back. Nice blocking there. Runner out of bounds.
Obviously, we don't have a roster here, but I suspect a number of these young men from the Scots are freshmen, since they don't have a freshman team. Would you imagine that's right?
I would think so. I saw when their bus pulled up and they walked out, they looked like big players, so strong. They seemed to be enjoying themselves and happy to be here and enjoyed playing the game of football.
That's right. They have a beautiful facility. I enjoy their field. We played on it a lot with the younger boys over the years, and it'll be fun to be up there tomorrow night.
2nd and 9 for the Scots. Quarterback drops back, rolls right, he's in trouble. Flag on the play, and that ends the quarter, but we have a flag down. Looks like a hold. Still waiting for the official call. It's holding on the Scots, a 10-yarder, and that happened quite deep in the backfield too, so it happened on the 20-yard line, which is 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
So
That is putting them back to the 10-yard line. They need to get to the 41-yard line for a first down. That's the second penalty on the Scots. And that's the end of the first quarter.
So reset from the other side, and we'll see if the Scots can put something together here against this tough Trojan defense.
At the conclusion of today's game, we'll choose those most outstanding players. Kind of a review of some of the most outstanding players from previous JV games. Crew Galbraith, Austin Avon, Nick Priest, Beck Sheffield, Boston Zach, Tate Steele, Carter Mibus, all have been players of the game in various different games for the Trojans.
Got Mike the Spain down there on the field getting some good pictures for us. We'll see if we can get some of those up on the screen.
Are you going to use your device for that, Dave?
Yeah, you probably can just use my phone here.
My papers are blowing all over.
Yes, it is. It's a bit of a struggle today. I actually love being on top of the booth for broadcasting these games and watching them, except for when the wind is blowing like it often does. Normally, on a Friday evening, a 7 o'clock kick, the wind is usually calmed down, but it's this typical Morgan afternoon wind that we've got going with a little bit more gusto than normal.
Yes. According to my weather app, the wind will die down as soon as the game is over. Well, the Scots have their work cut out for them here. They have a long way to go here. It's 2nd down from the dirt spot. 2nd and 30 for the Scots. They're now going from north to south, from left to right. Pass out, intercepted by Tate Steele, the man of steel, for 6. Oh, he's psyched.
Pumped up for sure. Is that his second pick six of the game?
No, the team's second. Abe Anderton had the other one.
Abe had the first one, that's right.
He is knocked down there by that was Tate, wasn't it? I'm struggling here. Was that Tate?
I was trying to look and could not confirm.
Austin Zach with the extra point, and it's good. I'm gonna mute myself here and ask these students here.
Ty will try and figure out who the pick was.
Confirmed. Tate Steele.
Grateful for our backup standby operational crew down there in the stands.
Yes. Six seconds into the second quarter, Tate Steele with a pick six. Morgan up 28-0.
I'm back, enjoying some mini tacos here on mute. Hopefully I was on mute.
You were, am I on?
You are on.
Jack to Spain with a kick. Fielded at the 21 by number 6. Goes left. Now cuts to the middle. Picks up 6 or 7 yards there. Number 98 has entered the game for the Trojans. Nick Euler, he's a sophomore. Pretty robust roster here for the Trojans sophomore team.
Yeah, it's
JV team.
yeah, JV team, and obviously we've got juniors and sophomores on the team, but the numbers, I mean, there's probably as many sophomores on in our football program as juniors and seniors combined.
Do you want me to tell you how many sophomores are on the team?
Let me guess. I'm guessing I think I saw it once. I think it's somewhere just north of 40. Does that sound right?
That is correct. 43.
43.
Team has 24 seniors and 19 juniors. No gain on the play there for the Scots.
So there's 43 juniors and seniors, and how many sophomores? Is that what you said?
Juniors is 19, and the seniors is 24. Yeah, so 43 and 43.
43 and 43. They couldn't have got one more.
I think we did actually have maybe someone move in.
On the sophomore team?
Well, that's on the freshman team.
Oh, on the freshman team, yes, we did. He's a kicker. Thomas Hicks, that sounds right.
Number 32. He had very colorful shoes on. I liked those.
Yeah, a little bit of probably brought those over from soccer, I'm guessing.
Soccer and punting and kicking seem to go hand in hand here at Trojan football.
That's how we roll.
On the varsity team, Bo Johnson is the kicker. Also on the soccer team. Nice completion and for a first down there by the Scots.
Nice little play there. Picked up the first down.
Tackle was made by Drew Korth. We're in the second quarter of the JV game. We're at Morgan High School. Clear skies and wind.
Compared to that rain that we had, I'm okay with it. Last night we found ourselves trying to bail water out of our stairwell in our basement at 2 a.m.
Dang, I don't like that.
How
about that lightning storm last night?
Oh man, it was something else.
Major light show. Quarterback keeps the ball and is tackled for no gain.
And just when I thought it was over, it came back. It was a big storm.
It was Nick Priest with the tackle there. The captains for the Trojans today are number 51, Nick Priest, number 63, Caden Dirks, number 64, Major Niederhauser, and number 67, Trayson Rich.
I know we need the water, and we'll take it, but I kind of wish we could get it over a period of more than 2 hours. Maybe not a month's worth of rain in one evening.
Yes. I agree. Second down and 10 for the Scots. Pitch back, runs right. Read beautifully by the Trojans. Number 30, Miller Beardall.
Yeah, great job breaking down there and making that tackle. You know, I remember some of the boys telling me once that open field tackles are one of the most underappreciated skills in football. That it's easy to get burned, and that breaking down and kind of letting the player play into you rather than missling in and then having a good chance of losing your feet and missing and then getting burned. It can be a struggle. So Miller did the right thing there, broke down and made that tackle.
Heinz Country Store is a wonderful country store off exit 96 in Peterson, Utah. They have hot breakfast and lunch, great snacks, great people. Heinz Country Store, a place to eat and get gas.
Do they have that on the side of their building?
Not yet. Fake pitch, runs up the middle. Again, read nicely by the Trojan defense. At the bottom of the pile there was Tate Steele. Associated with Heinz Country Store is Heinz Automotive. They're right there connected to Heinz Country Store. At Heinz Automotive, they will change your tires, change your oil, and change your life. They sponsor our change of possession, which we are about to experience right now, since we're at fourth down.
Find myself, yeah, that's right. Find myself at Heinz quite a bit. At least, well, I guess quite a bit by Morgan standards. Not very often. If you're not there twice a day, you're not there very much.
Are you a daily user?
No, I'm maybe a twice weekly.
Wow, you need to become a daily Heinzite. Put your Heinz on every day. Fourth down and 10 to go. Waldron and Despain deep to field the kick. It's a fake. The quarterback passes it, and it is complete for a first down. And more, number 6. Thought I heard some whistles blowing there.
Yeah, it seems
What
like.
happened there, Dave?
Yeah, so I didn't see exactly what happened, but yes, definitely was a whistle.
Did he throw it past the line of scrimmage?
He may have passed the line before he got that pass off. It looked like it was a little deep, but we'll see what they say here. If I can find the white hat in our cameras, right there.
We're sorting it out here. Not sure what's happening, but it. And Lomond coaches don't agree. There's still been no signal from the official on what's happening. But it looks like the center official has the ball. And it's a 5-yard penalty. Threw the ball past the line of scrimmage, it sounds like. Dave, could you turn my mic up a little bit for the outgoing? I just got a text in that I'm really hard to hear and it's low, so I'm not sure what. They said they can hear yours good. Punt is blocked by the Trojans. Not sure who got that block, but that block was brought to you by Northern Utah Dermatology, reminding you to wear your sunblock.
Made a little adjustment there on the audio. Let's see if it's any better.
All right, I was just received a message that I was hard to hear.
Was it from Melissa?
It was.
Well, do you think she's just got it? You got your like octave maybe just tuned out?
No, I think she's dialed in. Porter Saunders, number 72, is in the game for the Trojans. Here's Sheffield, handoff to number 31. And he is around the end, down to the 40. And across for a Trojan first down, 11-yard pickup there for Drew Korth. Oh, was there a fumble, Dave?
Looks like the Scots
He
might
fumbled
have.
the ball, and the Scots recovered. Sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It looks like it popped out there during the tackle, and they have recovered.
I received another message, Dave, that's better. Whatever you did, thank you. I'm going to have to now say all the stuff I said before again. Is that okay?
Yeah, you know, it feels
About
like we do a lot of that anyway up here, so it's okay.
I want to mention ES Solar, Utah's largest and best solar electric contractor. They're GAP Part approved and partnered with Rocky Mountain Power with Watt Smart battery rebates. This isn't solar of old. It's a virtual power plant with battery backup. Contact Zach Randall for a quote today. Zach at essolar.com, Z-A-C-H at essolar.com. He sponsors our Extra Points, and he's had plenty to choose from today. Quarterback sack by the entire Trojan team there. 10-yard loss. Jiffy Lube is locally owned and operated with locations in South Ogden and on Riverdale Road. Jiffy Lube is fast and convenient for oil changes, tires and brakes, and more. They sponsor our Jiffy Fast Plays. I'd call Tate Steele's pick 6 with 6 seconds to go in the quarter of Jiffy Fast.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
I mentioned on that block punt that the Trojans just had, Northern Utah Dermatology. They're located in South Ogden. They do medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology. Dr. Daniel Hansen and his family live in Morgan County. They sponsor our blocks as well as our Female Athlete of the Month, which last month was Emma Toon from the girls soccer team. I'll tell you a little bit more about that team here in a minute.
Defense just read that play before the snap.
Hooked Up Plumbing. They will hook you up with all of your plumbing needs, water heaters, water softeners, remodels, new construction. Over 24 years of experience. Dave, are you wearing your X-Balm extreme lip protection for this extreme wind condition that we're in?
I am. I actually put some on in the car before we came up, knowing that it was going to be like this.
What flavor are you going with today? What color was the label?
I don't even remember. I reached down in as I was grabbing my camera and put on whatever was sitting there.
3rd down and long for the Scots. Quarterback drops back, throws long, and overthrows his intended target. That defensive play there was made by Miller Beardall.
Good coverage there. Miller just stuck with his man and followed him all the way down on that route. It's a good ball.
Back.
Did you buy it at Heinz?
Absolutely, I did.
Yeah, they have a little basket
I think,
there.
Every time I go in Heinz, I need a new extreme.
Have you ever hit
X-Ball.
Have you ever hit the bottom of one? That's the question. It seems like they get lost before you ever. I don't know if I've ever seen the bottom of one.
This one that I have now, I keep it actually in my Morgan Sports Network backpack, so I have it on hand.
That's great.
Punt, a nice punt there by the Scots, and it goes out of bounds over the head of Despain, and we'll see where they mark it. How do they determine where to mark these punts that go out of bounds when they're really high?
Well, there's.
What's the philosophy?
Yeah, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I mean, you know, if you punt it directly out of bounds, you've got a penalty situation there. I don't know the rules on that. We'll have to ask an expert. Maybe we can have somebody text in and knows a little bit more, and we'll share it with everybody.
I'm going to open up the text line. Get a pencil. 801-808-2100 is our text line. 801-808-2100. Text us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. We'll give you a shout out. If you'd like to send a picture of yourself watching the game, we would take that too, and we'll try to put it up on the screen. Here's a handoff. Oh, read perfectly by the Scots defense for a big loss there for the Trojans.
Yeah, they came right across on that, and
that was Crew Galbraith.
Picked up a good stop there deep in the backfield.
Loss.
Yep.
In a few moments, I'm going to give you this date in Morgan sports history for varsity football, okay? So just start preparing yourself.
I'm looking forward to it.
September 22nd, various different years from my friend Daniel. Sheffield over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Luke Wheeler. That's Beck's first pass of the quarter. 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Wheeler and Van Sandoval are in, number 12, Sandoval.
Van's dad, Chad, helps the freshman boys out. Does a great job there. The boys seem to enjoy him. He's an offensive coordinator.
Here's Sheffield, pass, complete to Wheeler. Not enough for a first down, but a 10-yard gain.
In fact, Chad's down there on the sidelines today, helping out a little bit with JV.
4th and 6 for the Trojans. Ball is on their own 49-yard line. Sandoval on the far side. Nunez and Wheeler on the near side. Despain in the slot. Empty backfield for Sheffield. Crew Galbraith on the far side as well. Sheffield looks left, throws complete to Nunez, and he does not get the first down. That's a turnover on downs. Picked up 3, but it wasn't enough.
Those tackles always concern me for those receivers when they go for those high balls and then the corner comes in to make the tackle. That one in particular had me a little bit worried because 2 guys came, one high, one low, and can put receivers in a difficult position and potentially cause an injury.
Scary.
Yep.
Scots take over on their own 48-yard line. David, on this day in Morgan football history for the varsity team, in 1961, Morgan beat North Summit 13-7.
What year? 1961. That was back in the days when they only scored once or twice a game.
Yeah, you were in pre-Earth life.
Yeah, I wasn't quite here yet.
I wasn't either. I'm going to tell you about one that you were here for, though, in a minute.
Okay.
After this next play. I'm going to take you back to 2017.
Not that long ago.
Here's a pass, complete to number 81, and he dropped the ball. Is it completed, or?
To see what they decide there.
They gave him the catch.
They did give him the catch?
They have never signaled, so I don't know. They're trying to decide. They've moved the ball away from the spot, so if they don't, it'll be interesting to see where they spot the ball.
Looks like second down from the...
They did give him the catch.
Yep, they did. You're right. Second down. Looks like they're shy a couple yards from the first, so 2nd and 2 to go. You know, it's interesting. The rules, it seems like for a catch, or at least the scrutiny of a catch, is a little different depending on the on the league. You know, the professionals and college and down to high school. One of the ones that frustrates me the most is the NFL, and they have have to have that clear catch as they go out of bounds, have to have clear possession before they hit. So even if they catch it, if they go out of bounds in the process, if they didn't have complete control before they went out of bounds, it's incomplete. And I find that aggravating.
You shouldn't watch TV on Sunday, Dave.
I'm talking about Thursday night football.
Okay, here's a quarterback sack by Tate Steele.
I wouldn't watch it on Monday night either, of course.
They blew that dead before Tate even got a chance to do his business.
Yeah, I guess the forward progress there.
So I received a text from Thomas Hicks.
All right.
Number 32 from the freshman team.
Is he gonna give us some information on the punt when it goes out of bounds?
He said he has no idea. I elaborated on his wording. He just said he doesn't know.
Well, we'll see if he can dig it up on Google for us.
Okay. 1.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. In 2017, on this date, Morgan beat Judge 28-21. And I will tell you a little bit about who did what in that game. I think you'll recognize some of these names.
Yeah, I will. I bet some of them are from my own neighborhood.
Possibly. Here's a pass. Incomplete. So quarterback for the Trojans that year in 2017, Jacob Stevens. He threw 3 touchdown passes, one to Tyson Hurd, one to Cass Giles, and one to Bronson Newey. I saw Bronson's dad this morning at Hines.
Nice. And Tyson Hurd, also a freshman coach, works with the receivers.
The leading receiver in that game was Jake Runkles. He caught 4 passes for 78 yards. Jake is one of my neighbors. And my other neighbor, the leading rusher for the Trojans was Bridger Miller. He carried the ball 14 times for 71 yards and 1 touchdown. Here's a punt here. We're just over 1 minute to go. Punt was almost blocked there by Barker and fielded at the 25-yard line. The leading defensive player in that game for the Trojans was Chase Trussell, had 13 tackles and 1 interception.
Chase Trussell.
2017.
I remember watching him play. Tough player.
What year did you move to Morgan?
2006.
Okay, I'm going to take you back to 2006 now, okay?
Okay, so to be clear, in 2006, I didn't pay too much attention to...
Just see if you recognize any of these names.
No, I did probably come to the games, but I just maybe didn't know any of the people.
I'll tell you after this series when we go to halftime about what happened in 2006 and who did what.
Okay.
Daniel Moudreau provided me with this information. Sheffield's in trouble, gets rid of it, has steal, complete. He picks up about 6 yards on that play. 12th pass there for Sheffield of the game.
Good little dump there and picked up some yards.
He's completed 9 of 12. Has 2 touchdown passes, 1 interception. It's a timeout. They have not stopped the clock yet. There it goes. Ran for about 7 or 8 seconds. But I have time now to tell you about 2006. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And by the way, I'm going to dazzle you tomorrow with what happened on September 23rd in Morgan sports football history. Okay.
Okay.
Today's the 22nd.
All right. Is that? Do you allow that?
I will, because tomorrow is the 23rd. Today's the 22nd, and on September 22nd, 2006, the Morgan Trojans were at the Union Cougars, and they were victorious 42-12. Tyson Johnson, quarterback, threw 3 touchdowns. Kyle Johnson had a 99-yard pick six.
99. That feels like that's got to be a school record.
Daniel, is that a school record? Let us know. And Alex Blazard had an 83-yard TD catch and rushed for 2 TDs. Alex Blazard.
What year was that?
2006.
Blazard family got a great tradition of athletic excellence in this county.
His sister Kate just graduated and is playing college basketball at SU. Here's a long pass by the Trojans, wide open, complete to Christian Nunez, and he is in for a Trojan touchdown. That's a 66-yard touchdown for the Trojans. .36 seconds to go in the opening half.
Great play there. Got over the top. Beck saw him. Had to put some mustard on that ball to get it there, and
he threw it into the wind too.
He did, yeah.
When we did our combine, we had one of the events was the quarterbacks did a little skills throw, and then we had a contest where they threw the ball as far as they could. Quarterback Nick Despain threw the ball 61 yards. So it was from where we threw it from the goal line and then wherever it landed. Not like on the fly, not on the roll. So he threw a solid 61. The leading passer was Jackson from Union. He threw a 62-yard pass.
Well, that was the leading official. Chunk Despain threw it 70 yards.
Boston Zach, no good. His first miss. 36 seconds to go in the first half. Morgan 34, Ben Lomond 0.
So I'm working the scoreboard, moving the cameras, and commentating all at the same time.
You're just killing it on all of those.
Yeah, feel like I'm failing on all of them. But we had a little bit of a.
You're not failing.
Of a diversion there from our scoreboard operator, Jacob Halls. He's back at it, though, and relieved me of my duty there.
Dave, Robinson Waste Service has been proudly serving Morgan, Davis, and Weber counties for over 30 years with comprehensive residential, commercial, and industrial waste and recycling. Contact Robinson Waste today for any of your waste and recycling needs. RobinsonWasteServices.com.
They come to my house every week, right on time.
I mean, every Monday night I take that black can out to the road. When I wake up on Tuesday, it's empty.
Yeah, and
I love that.
I know in our neighborhood, at least, the route's pretty early, and so you do get it out the night before, or you will miss it.
It's a good wake-up call, and you wake up in a sweat if you realize you missed taking that out.
Especially in my family. We got 2 overflowing garbage cans every week, it seems like.
Despain kicks it off, fielded at the 20, out to the 30, 40. Hit by Despain. Uh-oh, we have a player
Looks
down.
like an injury down there. Good run back. Came in with some steam, made some contact.
Looks like number 81 for the Scots is down, holding his leg.
Looks like he's holding his left knee there.
I hope it's a cramp.
The way they're manipulating it, it feels like it might be a cramp. We'll see here.
Golden West Credit Union, all game, all season, all the time. Golden West is with the Trojans every step of the way. Golden West Credit Union, they'll take care of you.
And up he goes.
Good to see he's walking on his own power. Looks like he needs to hydrate. Jaxie Van Beekum, the Trojans trainer, was on scene with her assistant. I don't know her name.
We'll have to get that.
Randall Brothers Construction, Roger and Ryan Randall. They are Morgan High alumni quarterbacks. Choose them for your next residential or commercial build. You can find lots in Morgan County and Mountain Green at cottonwoodsmg.com. Gardner Development is one of our sponsors. 28 seconds to go in the opening period. Opening half. We're in the second quarter. Ball on the 41-yard line of the Scots. Trojans have 4 players deep. Handoff, read perfectly by the Trojans, number 67, Trayson Rich, team captain, offensive lineman. Good play. I'm receiving some additional information on this punt situation that we were kind of debating on.
Looks like that'll do it for this first half.
All right, that's the end of the first half. Morgan 34, Ben Lomond 0. I'm not sure if we're going to have a performance by the cheer team or not. David, if we are, we will bring that to you.
Yeah, we didn't have one, I don't think, during the freshman game yesterday. Although the cheerleaders were here supporting our freshman football boys. It was fun to have them out cheering. Adds always to the environment. I think the kids have a lot of fun with it.
Looks like the cheerleaders are hydrating, so I'm assuming no go on the performance. We'll take a small little hydration break ourselves and put together some stats and come back in a few minutes. It's a 10-minute halftime. Be back in a few. And we're back. We're going to show a couple of highlights from last night's freshman game. This first one is watch number 22, Jake Halls, with a 34-yard touchdown catch here. That was Jake Halls from Cade Randall, 34-yard touchdown catch. Cade Randall in that game, in the freshman game, threw for 150 yards, completed 10 of 22 passes, threw 4 touchdowns, and ran for 1 additional. This is his running touchdown right here that we're about to watch.
That was a great run by Cade, and as he talked in his interview, he made an audible on that. He'd read that defense and knew that the defensive end was going to bite and he'd have that lane, and he took it and scored.
One of the fun highlights of the game, and I don't have it on my iPad, I have it on my phone, maybe we could show this at the quarter, was we had a chance to see one of the big offensive linemen kick an extra point.
That was a lot of fun. I kept on replaying that in my mind last night after the game, and if you've got that on your phone, we'll have to put it up and show it. That's fun. So that was Max Sargent, offensive line player, 300 plus, his first PAT attempt. I don't know if he did him when he was younger, but certainly his first PAT attempt in high school, and it was good. In fact, he kicked it so hard and high, I thought it was going to hit the M. Did you see it?
It went off. It went out of the view of the screen. Hey, he was so psyched. It was fun to watch. So we'll try to play that video so you can all see that. But I'd like to just mention a little bit of stats here from the first half. Quarterback Beck Sheffield threw the ball 13 times, completed 10 of 13 for 173 yards. And 3 touchdowns. Did have 1 interception, and he also rushed for 14 yards. The Trojans had 2 pick sixes in the first half. Abe Anderton had 1, and Tate Steele.
Yeah, they're very similar plays. A similar spot on the field, a similar read on the quarterback, and grabbed the ball out of the air and took it home.
You can also find that video up on our Instagram page at Morgan Sports Network. It's also on our Facebook page. Also the interview with Max Sargent, and get his thoughts about getting that kick in. What a fun interview. It was fun to hear his comments and thoughts after that play.
Yeah, it really was. Great young man.
Hopefully after today's game we will grab some interviews with some of the players, and we'll post those on our Instagram page at Morgan Sports Network. Get a chance to see what they've learned from today's game.
They designed a special play. They called it the Max Special in WFFL last year, where they would have him roll off the line and go out for a catch. And did that a couple of times, and he just steamrolled down the field.
Jack Despain with the kick. It stops right on the 5-yard line, and runner gets out to the 12-yard line. Good play there by Despain to get that kick. If you were watching your screen during halftime, we put up a few pictures that Mike Despain has taken down of the game. He had Tate Steele's touchdown, and as well as a picture of Jack Despain and some of the defense.
Yeah, we'll see if we can't get a few more of those photos up as this game progresses forward.
Feel free to text us in. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. 801-808-2100 is our text line. We've had text or people watching from many different states, including North Dakota, Nevada, Montana, Wyoming, Michigan, Hawaii, New York, Arizona, Washington. We've even gone global with some our friends in Singapore, Hong Kong, and Mexico have tuned in to the Morgan Sports Network to watch their children and grandchildren play.
Yeah, it's honestly one of the parts of this little job that we do that I find the most fulfilling. It's fun to be able to bring these games to those who can't be here in person, especially those extended family members and grandparents in particular that love to watch but are not always able to be here for geographical reasons. Tomorrow night we're going to have a little competition during the game, see if we can't find who is the farthest away from the game watching, and we'll announce that.
Hand off to number 6, breaks a tackle. Gains 4 yards. Tackled by Mybus and someone else. 83. There you go, Caleb Anderson. He wasn't turning, I couldn't see his number. Yeah, as you mentioned, Dave, that's kind of the main reason we do this, is to highlight the youth of the county and give those who can't attend in person an opportunity to see the outstanding players and athletes in Morgan. We do this, we pay our interns that are working for us, that we have PJ Williams, Jake Haywood, Jackson Flitton, Jake Halls, Sam Halls are all working today. But if you'd like to donate to the Morgan Sports Network, we do accept donations on our Venmo at Morgan Sports Network. You'll see our logo on Venmo, and we appreciate any donations. We use that to improve our equipment and pay our interns.
Yeah, it's definitely a labor of love. Most people know that there's no money in this. For us, we do like to pay the students for their time for sure, and we do need equipment, and have appreciated the sponsors that have helped us get what we have together.
3rd and 6 for the Scots. Quarterback in shotgun, high snap, controls it, he's under pressure, steps into the pocket, lowers his shoulder and throws deep. Broken up by the Trojans. Waldron, number 27.
Waldron was coming back looking for a pick on that. He almost got it.
Got some jets flying overhead like we're in Layton here, but we're not. We're in Morgan. 4th down. Despain and Waldron deep to receive. Bingham's Custom Meats also has a nice deli with sandwiches. We've both partaken of their sandwiches. They're very good. So if you're looking for a good place for lunch, get a sandwich at Bingham's, pick up a bacon bomb for dinner later. You can't go wrong. Here's the kick, fielded by Waldron and he fumbled the ball. Falls on it at the 45. Took a weird hop there.
Looks like he safely and clearly covered the ball before the Scots were able to get there and get on top of it.
Lane Henderson is in on the line right now for the Trojans, along with number 58, Max Mueller. Number 72 on the line, Porter Saunders. Center and team captain is number 64, Major Niederhauser. 2 receivers on the near side. Handoff. And a small pickup there for the Trojans. That was Drew Korth, number 31.
Good little run there. Took the sticks out on his way out of bounds.
Took out a player on the sideline too, Scott. It's dangerous.
That's right.
3-yard gain there for Korth. That was his 6th rush of the game. Sandoval and Boston Zach are at wide receiver. Sheffield rolls right, looks right, throws right. He has Sandoval over his head.
Van Sandoval, number 12, putting on some speed. Not quite enough to get there for that ball, but good route, good look.
The cheerleaders are doing a cheer, and they're looking right into the sun. They need a few more minutes to get some shade on the track there.
It's almost there, but not quite yet.
I'm going to say it's a 71 degrees and a 20-mile-an-hour breeze up here on the Crow's Nest.
Feels about right.
3rd and 7 for the Trojans. 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Defense coming, putting on a little pressure, got a hand on it.
Ball batted down, brings up 4th down. Despain in. Will he punt, Dave?
I think he's going to punt it.
Change of personnel for the Trojans. He is there. It looks like the Trojans will go for it here. The ball's on the 48-yard. They're on their own 48-yard line. 3 receivers on the near side, 2 on the far side. Empty backfield for Sheffield. He drops back. Can't decide what to do.
He's going to go. He's just going to take it.
He's tucking it and running. He has the first down and slides at the 40-yard line.
His dad would be happy to see that slide.
Yes, a 14-yard run there.
Good little run there. Good pickup. Good right call for the play. Looks like the coverage was pretty tight for those receivers, and found a chance for some green grass and took it.
Sheffield's fast. We know that. Handoff. Korth. 5-yard gain. Just over 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ball on the Scots 35-yard line. Niederhauser has Lane Henderson on his right. Official timeout. Equipment malfunction again here. I think the white hat noticed something. Number 29, maybe he looked a little dazed there.
Maybe took a little bit of a shot there in that previous play, so we'll
He's taking his time to get off the field.
bring him on the sideline and give him a chance to reset and get checked out.
Boston Zach and Sandoval on the far side. Nunez on the near side. Korth behind Sheffield. Steele at tight end. Here's a snap from Niederhauser. Nope.
Don't think it was offsides on the defense there. We'll see what they say here. The player certainly thought he was offsides by his expression, but I don't think he came over. We'll see what the refs say here.
Scots have taken advantage of this delay in play to do a substitution.
It is offside, so he must have come over the line then.
That'll be close to a first down. First penalty of the second half. And it is a first down. Each team had 2 penalties in the first half. Beck keeps the ball. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 6-yard line.
Great run there by Beck. Again, saw that opportunity and took it.
26-yard run there by Sheffield. 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Zach and Sandoval on the far side. Nunez on the near side. Again, Steele at tight end. Galbraith behind Sheffield. Handoff to Galbraith.
Oh, great defensive play there. Scots came in. I think they knew exactly where that was going. They got there fast and made a stop.
Lost 2. We'll be at Ben Lomond High School tomorrow night for the varsity game. The Morgan varsity team is undefeated, 6-0. Last week they played at Juan Diego. Won that game 42-3. Here's Sheffield, looks left, throws left, has his man, and is he in?
He's
he
in.
Is out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
No, he was in.
David Halls does not agree with that call. Luke Wheeler thought he had the touchdown.
He went right over. He had his hand across and over top of the pylon.
We'll have to go back to the videotape on that one, which we will later and see. But
I actually don't need to go back to the tape. I've made the call.
okay. I can appreciate that. Here's Sheffield. He's in. Touchdown. 1 yard sneak for Sheffield.
Good job and good finish there to set that up. I will admit, when I watch football and I see a player make a play like that and almost gets to the end zone but not quite, I always wish that the coaches would set it up for the next play so he could just
I agree.
finish that punch, right?
Just hand it off to Ty.
Yeah, just
or
get,
Luke.
just let him roll on in. No, I realize that at the end of the day, it's a team sport, and whoever scores the touchdown doesn't matter, but it feels like the right thing to do.
PAT was blocked by number 43 of the Scots, and that block was brought to you by Northern Utah Dermatology, reminding you to wear your sunblock. Dave, do you have any sunblock on your neck? You're getting a lot of sun on that today.
So I don't. I should flip the collar up, shouldn't I?
Yeah, it'd look cool too.
Oh yeah.
Dr. Hansen is one of our sponsors. He lives in Mountain Green.
Takes care of me and my family.
Me too.
More so, I will admit that when I go in, we usually meet with Dave Browning. That's my next door neighbor, and so while Dr. Hansen is great too, it's always fun to meet with Dave. He does a great job, and he's also good at the follow-up. And being right next door, we're able to bug him sometimes and take advantage of his concern. We appreciate him and the entire clinic.
On this date in Morgan sports varsity football history, dating back to 1956, the Trojans varsity team is 9-13 on September 22nd.
That's not
Sorry,
good.
I know that's negative. I apologize. Can I tell you about Ben Lomond? They're at 3A. They were 4A 2 years ago. They moved to 3A last year. They were founded in 1953. They have 1,255 students at the high school. A little bit bigger than the Trojans, but not much. Morgan's 9 through 12, though. They're 10 through 12.
Kind of seems like, given their location, that they would be a little bigger than that. But
can I mention to you, Dave, some notable Ben Lomond Scott alumni?
Yeah, let's do that.
Starting with our one and only Benjamin Brown with Cornerstone Real Estate. He's our Morgan Sports Network photographer and one of our sponsors. He's notable alumni, along with Glenn Hubbard, former Atlanta Braves second baseman and current Braves first base coach.
So do we think we're going to see Connor tomorrow night? Connor Brown play?
I don't know. I'm going to say yes, but without too much confidence.
So
Boston Caldwell is in on defense. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Connor's been on injured reserve here for a couple of weeks. His dad said he's hoping that Connor can score a touchdown at Ben Lomond tomorrow night, because he never did.
He'd be the score the most points by any member of the Brown family at Ben Lomond.
That's right.
Ben was a multi-sport athlete. Basketball, football, track. I believe he told me he played a little tennis as well. If they had it, he played it. William DeVries is a notable alumni. He's a cardiothoracic surgeon. Attended Ben Lomond High School. Ben Lomond, quarterback back, drops his shoulder, passes over the middle. Complete to number 6. What a catch.
A great route. Great route, great ball, great connection.
Bridger Ostrander had the tackle after the catch.
Number 6 giving us a little dance there.
That's fun.
Like that celebration.
We have a rolling clock now. When a team is up by 35 or more in the second half, it's a rolling clock. So just over 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Will the Trojans get to 52 to make Daniel's prediction come true?
It's definitely within reach. They'll have to move quickly as this clock moves.
2 pick sixes for the Trojans in the first half. One by Abe Anderton and one by Tate Steele. We'll have to get serious about our players of the game too, because that 2-minute warning will happen fast.
That's right.
Pass complete. 4-yard gain. Driven out of bounds by Abe Anderton. Number 46, Daxton Lurcher is in the game. He's a sophomore. Number 45, Maverick Guyman in at safety. Number 29, Ryler Jorgensen also in at safety.
His mother is a hindsight.
Yeah, worker. Pressure on the quarterback. He throws it and is complete.
Oh, they
right at
picked
the
up
end of
the
the
first
corner.
down there. He's right on the spot, looks like.
That's the end of the third quarter. Morgan 40, Ben Lomond 0. Number 90, Jaden Coles entered the game at that, right as that horn sounded. Can I play a video?
Yeah, let's do that. Coach Rusty Hurd there, talking to the boys, getting them set up for this final quarter.
This video we're going to play is of Max Sargent's PAT in last night's freshman game. He's a 300 plus pound lineman. Let's watch this. Look at the celebration.
That's awesome.
Got some good love from his teammates. Here's Ben Lomond back to pass. Rolling right, under pressure, tucks, high steps. Couple yard gain there.
That was a fun play. I saw him line up, and at first I thought, wait, what's going on? I think Max is in the wrong spot. He's supposed to be up a little bit closer to the ball, and then I figured out he was going to kick that thing.
Kick it, he did, and he did well.
That was a fun play. I saw him line up. Seems like we have a little bit of a hiss in our audio. We'll try and get that adjusted by tomorrow night. No, it's not that. I picked it up when I was listening myself, and we'll see if we can get that fixed by tomorrow night. Maybe a contributing factor with the wind. Oh.
A pitch back and then a little pass there, complete. A loss of yardage.
Yeah, that was a lot of work for a loss.
Read nicely by the Trojan defense. Rico is in, number 36, along with number 37, Tavin Anderson. Eric Brenchley, the brother of Porter, Taylor, and Spencer Brenchley. Son of Steve and Melanie Brenchley. Do you need any more information?
I'm going to need the full fan chart.
They live on Lilac Lane.
Okay.
3rd and 10 for the Scots. Quarterback rolls, tucks. Tackled by the Trojans, number 38, Abe Anderton.
Great tackle there by Abe. That quarterback has got some size and power. Broke down, wrapped up, brought him down.
Is it just me, or is Abe Anderton, is he feeling some bacon?
He's done great tonight, that pick six. And
does he have a car, or would you rather have a car wash? I don't know. Do these guys have their driver's license?
I think some of them do. Some of them do, yeah. I think I would imagine at this point probably about half of them do, half don't.
We're 42 in for the Trojans. Boston Caldwell. Fourth and long for the Scots. Under pressure, and he is sacked by number 73, Jack Whitmer. Quarterback sack for Jack.
Reminded me of his younger brother.
Is that Kins?
I believe so.
Okay.
Aren't they brothers?
I don't know. But Ken had a great game last night.
Sure did. It's not very many games that go by that he doesn't have a great game.
That turnover on downs was brought to you by Heinz Automotive. Change your tires, change your oil, change your life. Sheffield at quarterback. Drops back, takes a hit, gets the ball complete. Couple broken tackles there by Ben Russell, and he picks up 4 yards.
That, my friend, is number 2, Cade Randall.
Oh, is that Cade? My apologies. Why? Why?
Why does every quarterback in Morgan look exactly the same, wear the same number?
Morgan, the quarterback factory. Google it. Cade Randall at quarterback, passes complete to Sandoval. High steps, breaks some tackles, and he's into the Mountain Green Dental maroon zone. 21-yard gain there.
Great route, great pass there by Cade.
Cade Randall had a fantastic game yesterday. He threw 4 touchdown passes and ran for another. Oh, the snap gets away from him. He recovers it. He's back at the 30, throws to the end zone for, no good. Pass incomplete, intended for Ben Russell.
Ben was there.
Ben is going to be kicking himself for that one. But
it's all right, Ben. It was a great route.
Good recovery by
right
Cade,
there.
too.
It really was, and he used the referee, if you didn't notice, as a little bit of a screen.
I love that. Rolling clock, under 7 minutes to go. 2nd and 10 for the Trojans from the Scots 15-yard line. Hand off to Korth. Lost yardage. Third and 14. Randall has it, rolls left, he's left-handed. He's looking into the end zone, throws into the end zone, and it is caught for, is he in? Is it a touchdown?
I think they've called him out.
Why? He was in.
Don't need to look at the video on that one either, do we?
I know. I saw his foot. It was in.
I like the call.
Was that, again, Ben Russell?
I think it was Ben. I think the call was that he was just over the line as he landed.
Well,
so.
it wasn't, so I don't agree with it.
Do you want me to have Jake put 6 on the board?
Please. Fumbled snap, and that's a turnover on downs.
Had a couple of snaps got away from us there.
Number 91, Jet Larson is in the game. He's one of our Morgan Sports Network guys. He helps us with basketball.
Which is coming up soon. I mean, maybe it doesn't feel very soon to most people, but it feels like right around the corner for me with the number of productions that we do for basketball. It's a good long season.
We have boys and girls basketball and wrestling all happening. We cover all the home games. It adds up. Number 40, Ed Kinsey, is in at linebacker for the Trojans. Number 28 is in. I don't have him on my list. Oh, that's 29, sorry. Incomplete pass. 29 is Ryler Jorgensen. Rico Brenchley is number 36. He's at safety, along with number 37, Tavin Anderson, both sophomores. Rico's been in the gym. I've seen him and his friends out playing out in the park, and they look like they've been spending a lot of time in the weight room.
Yes, indeed.
All these players, they start early in the summer and hit the weights, get the cardio going, and they're in good shape.
Yeah, in fact, I bet their workout intensity actually comes down during the season as they focus to the actual, figuring out plays and coverage and whatever, rather than spending as much time in the weight room.
Quarterback is hit, not dropped, slowed down, picked up 5, 4.
These boys work hard. They spend a lot of time. Obviously, they do continue pretty aggressive workout routines under Coach Joe Sisson throughout the entire season, but it's just a lot to balance, from a schedule perspective with school and everything else. A lot of these boys get a lot of their gains in that off season in terms of their strength and size. And Joe obviously works with them not just during the season, but throughout the entire year. And then some of them also have their own programs that they do, and you can really see the dividends.
Under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. If this score holds, Morgan's JV team will be 6-0. And I sense it will.
Yeah, I feel like if that wasn't the result.
Quarterback under pressure, lets it fly.
Oh.
Complete. The receiver is down to the 30-yard line. He was hit right as he threw that, and nice big gain there for the Scots.
Yeah, it was a great ball. Really a well-placed pass and a great route run. Put some pressure on this secondary defense.
Number 18, Talmadge Somers is in. He's a junior. Number 98, Nick Euler in on the line. He's a sophomore. Scots are in Trojan territory on the 30-yard line with under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Trojans are showing blitz here, Dave. They back off.
There they go.
Oh, here it comes. Quarterback sack by number 98, Nick Euler. Hey, we're under 2 minutes, Dave. We need to pick our players of the game.
Yeah, I like, as I think about that bacon bomb, I think Abe's had a great game, Abe Anderton.
Mm-hmm.
Played really well. What are your thoughts?
I sustain that fully, and I think we just go ahead and say, Abe Anderton, congratulations. You have a bacon bomb coming your way.
I love it.
Enjoy it. Quarterback under pressure, rolls around, throws it, and complete and hit. But for a first down, under 1 minute to go.
Good defensive coverage there. He was right there, and yet that ball still slipped in. Really.
Timeout here.
Is that on the Scots there, looking to drive to score, preserve a little time?
I don't think anyone's in the booth to stop the clock. Oh, there it goes.
I'm sure the ref will ask him to put a little extra back on there. For the clean play, I'm also thinking about Tate Steele with that nice pick six.
That was very clean, and it only took 6 seconds.
If you're going to do a pick six, do it in 6 seconds.
I feel like Tate Steele should be our academy. I know he got the clean play earlier this year. Not that you can't get 2 in a row, but try to spread the wealth a little.
That's right.
Would you be comfortable if we chose Tate Steele, the man of steel, to be our Academy Mortgage Most Outstanding Player?
I love it.
All right, congratulations, Tate. You will receive a certificate and a sticker from the Morgan Sports Network. Pass complete, tackle made by Jorgensen.
Good tackle there by Jorgensen, number 29.
Do you have any other ideas for the Morty's Car Wash clean play of the game?
I'll have to work on that here for a minute.
While you work on that, I'll mention a couple of stats of note. Quarterback Beck Sheffield threw 3 touchdown passes and ran for 1 additional touchdown. Drew Korth has multiple yards rushing. You know, Beck was protected today, and I would like to nominate an offensive lineman to receive the Morty's Car Wash Clean Play Protector of the Game.
I like it. You don't do very much in football without an O-line giving 100%.
I would like to nominate, and you can tell me if you sustain this, number 64, Major Niederhauser. Here's a pass into the end zone, and it is caught for a Scott touchdown. A simultaneous catch.
So if it's simultaneous, the offense gets it.
Yep, and he did. Good catch, good concentration.
Did they give a signal for the touchdown?
She did earlier, yeah. White Hat is giving his 2 cents. Yep, touchdown. Do you sustain my nomination of
Yes,
Major Niederhauser
I
as
like
the Morty's car wash clean play?
I like
lineman
it.
Of the game.
That's a tough position, you know, one where you've got to be money on that snap and know that as soon as you move the ball, you're going to get hit right in the mouth.
Congratulations, number 64, Major Niederhauser, on being the Morty's Car Wash clean play highlight of the game. You will receive a certificate from Morty's for a car wash. Extra point was good. And enjoy that.
Nice kick there by the Scots.
That will most likely be the last play of the game. Do they run the clock even after the... Looks like it is. So.
Looks like it is running.
So final score is 40-7. Yep, fans are clapping. Cheerleaders are cheering. Music is playing on the loudspeakers.
And there's the clock.
So that's the end of the ball game. The clock is already turned off. So the JV team, Morgan, has defeated the Ben Lomond Scots 40-7 to remain undefeated on the season. Any parting thoughts, David?
Yeah, we expected that this would be a game where the Trojans would score a lot and that the defense would put a lot of pressure on, and that's exactly what we saw. I think this Ben Lomond team is developing. I was happy to see some of the connections that they had. Some great routes on offense and some great throws that they made some distance and drove down the field and picked up that score in the end. I think in the end it was a good, solid game by both sides, and I was grateful that they had a chance to match up, and I look forward to watching the boys play tomorrow night.
I agree with everything you said, and I think the Trojans played well. The Scots gave it a good effort. They had some excellent plays, as you mentioned. We're glad they made the trip up, and we're happy they're in the 3A North region. But mention all of our teams. So our producer today was David Halls, and Mike Despain was our executive producer. Jake Halls handled the scoreboard, Sam Hall's camera, PJ Williams was on a camera. I'm Tyler Quigley, and David Halls was my broadcast partner here. But for all of us at the Morgan Sports Network, thank you for watching. If you would like to donate, you can at our Venmo at Morgan Sports Network. But for those of you who have joined us from around the corner or around the globe, thank you very much. We'll see you and talk to you tomorrow night at Ben Lomond.
Signing off. Thank you.